functional. My name is Carlton Cartwright. I'm the Executive Director for the Children's Coalition Incorporated. And we are at the Clifford Sims Veterans Nursing Home in Panama City, Florida. Today is November the 27th, 2019. And I've got my assistant here today, Ruben Sparks, helping me out with the sound. And we are here today to interview. Sir, what is your name?
Raymond Maulbeck.
Okay, Mr. Maulbeck?
M-A-U-L-B-E-C-K.
Maulbeck, got
Maulbeck.
it. Okay, Raymond, and if you don't mind, how old are you?
94.
Okay, good. When was your birthday? When is your birthday?
7/11/25.
Okay. And where were you born?
Newark, New Jersey.
Okay. All right, and let's see. What branch of the service were you in?
Navy.
United States Navy. Excellent. Okay, and what war did you serve in?
World War II.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, and where were you stationed?
Well, I joined the Navy Air Corps at high school.
Uh-huh. Where'd you go to high school?
Irvington High School.
Okay, and when you went into the service directly after high school?
No, they didn't know what to do with me, so they sent me to college.
Where'd you go to college?
I was supposed to go to, Pensacola.
Uh-huh.
I was on a train in New York. They told me I'm the alternate because I lived close.
Uh-huh.
And they sent me to Muhlenberg College in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
I was there for a whole year.
Okay. And what did you study while you were there?
Just regular college courses.
Okay. All right. So at the end of that year, what did you do?
They finally sent me to Great Lakes.
The Navy did.
The Navy.
The Navy sent you to college initially to Muhlenberg?
They didn't know what to do with me.
Oh, okay. So for the first year you were in the service, you were in college.
I was in college. Just went to school. Wore uniform.
Uh-huh.
We only marched to dinner.
Only marched to dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a naval university?
No.
Oh.
It was then. They had Marines and sailors there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So did you go to basic training at any time?
Finally, after a year at Muhlenberg,
Right.
they sent me to Great Lakes for basic training.
Uh-huh. And how long was the basic training? How long was it?
Oh, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right. And so
They finally put me on a ship.
uh-huh. What was basic training like? What were the instructors like?
I don't really, it wasn't very difficult.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember any of the details, but
That's okay.
I don't remember.
So you say they put you on a ship?
Finally assigned me to a ship,
Uh-huh. What ship was that?
the USS Catoctin.
Catoctin?
Catoctin.
Catoctin, okay. And what was that in the Great Lakes? Where did you board the ship? Where did you?
Philadelphia.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. They were getting ready to go overseas.
Uh-huh. And where did they ship you to?
Florida, then to went to the canal,
Which canal?
Panama Canal.
Panama Canal. Okay.
Ended up in California.
Uh-huh. And this is all before you went overseas?
That's right. I was on. We stayed. It turned out to be the basic headquarters for an invasion of South. We found out it was an invasion of southern Japan.
Oh, really?
But we got to in Florida, California.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Pearl Harbor?
Okay.
We left California.
Right.
3 days out, the war ended.
Okay.
Then I ended up going to China.
Wow. Okay. Where did you go in China?
Up and down the China Sea.
Uh-huh.
The admiral was signing peace treaties.
Okay. Okay.
The war was over.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, you were there still, though.
I enjoyed Shanghai.
Mm-hmm. How many different places did you go over there?
About 5.
Did you stop in Hawaii?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
We left Pearl Harbor 3
Right.
days after the war ended.
Okay. So tell me about the places that you went. You said you went to 5 different places. Where'd you go?
Well, actually, they were Chinese dumps, but it's so-called bars, where they had drinks,
Yeah.
and it wasn't very pleasant. Shanghai was like a big city,
Okay.
All those other places were poor Chinese places.
Uh-huh. You remember the names of them?
Tsingtao,
Uh-huh.
I don't remember the others.
Okay. So what was your experience there? Through your military career, you remember any particular time that anybody got hurt, or were there any casualties at all? Did you get hurt?
Only one time that anybody got hurt.
Uh-huh.
They were practicing shooting their guns off for defense,
Right.
and one of them injured one of the men on the gun.
Okay.
It backfired or something.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
That was the only time.
That was it, huh?
That's the only time I heard any shooting.
Okay. All right.
They were,
Well, when you were going through any of your training, do you remember any of your instructors at all? Not at all through any of your training?
not really.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time ago.
I understand. I get it. Okay. All right. So, how was the food, by the way?
Fair. Not like here. This is good here.
This is good food here, huh? Okay. All right. How did you manage to stay in touch with your family while you were on active duty?
Letters.
Letters?
Yeah.
Okay. No phone calls whatsoever?
No.
None.
No. A lot of letters.
Uh-huh. What was your rank? I'm just skipping ahead for a minute here. What was your rank when you finally separated from the service?
When I was on the ship, they finally promoted me to quartermaster, 3rd class.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. How did you? So you were a non-commissioned officer the entire time that you?
Yes.
Okay. How did you get along with the officers?
They were fine.
Okay. All right. And
Everybody was happy the war was over.
Right. Yeah. I bet everybody was happy the war was over. What about your fellow enlisted? You got along pretty good with them also?
Oh yes.
Uh-huh. All right. Okay. Okay. So, by the way, were you drafted or did you enlist?
I joined in high school.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
Navy Air Corps.
Gotcha.
I thought I was going to be a pilot.
Right. But that didn't happen, huh?
No.
Oh.
I tell you, I ended up, when I was in New York, waited to get on a train to go to Pensacola.
Right.
They didn't know what to do with me.
Okay.
So they sent me to college.
What? Oh, so you went to college?
Yeah.
What do you mean when you say they didn't know what to do with you? What do you mean?
I was supposed to go to pre-flight school, right?
Huh.
I ended up going to Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Okay. All right.
For 3 years of college.
Okay.
It all went towards my degree, too.
Did you finally finish your degree?
Yeah, well, in New Jersey.
After you got out of the service?
After
Okay.
I went to Seton Hall.
Huh? Seton Hall?
Seton Hall.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. That's where you graduated from?
Yes.
And what did you finish your degree in?
Business administration.
Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. So you didn't see any combat?
No.
All right. So you weren't a prisoner of war either? Correct?
No war.
Good. Good for you. Good. All right. Did you receive any awards, medals, or citations?
No. No.
Yeah. Not one.
Not one.
Come on.
I can't think of anything.
Okay, you can't think of anything. You forgot. I know you got one for something, but anyway, that's fine. Do you feel like throughout your military career that you had all the supplies that you needed?
Oh, yes.
You did?
They were well organized.
Never came up short. Okay, so you appreciated that part of the military. How did you say they were?
Oh, yes.
The discipline, I guess. Structure.
I had the captain of the ship was a he wanted to become an admiral.
Okay, and did he?
I don't know.
You don't know?
He left the ship. My fellow ended up at Norfolk,
Uh-huh.
and that's where they sent me to New Jersey to be discharged.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many years did you serve total?
Well, let's see. I signed up in 43, 44, 40, about 3 years.
Uh-huh. Okay, so when you got out of the service, when it was time for you to get out, where were you stationed at that time, before you got out of service?
Long Island.
In New York?
Yeah.
Where?
I can't think of the name of it.
But was it far out on the island? Was
Oh,
it
no.
towards the eastern end? Okay.
It's a famous place on the beach there.
I don't know what was there. I grew up there, but I can't remember what was associated with the Navy there. A long time ago myself.
Yeah.
All right. So what were you doing? What was your job there? What was the job that you had there at that last duty station?
Nothing.
Well, you had to be doing something.
Just waiting to go.
Just waiting to go, huh? All right. What was your, by the way, I think you probably told me already, but just remind me, what was your basic job while you were in the military?
Quartermaster.
Oh, that was okay. And what did that entail?
Direction the ship's going in.
Uh-huh.
Maps.
Okay.
Signaling.
So during exercises or maneuvers, were you a part of any battle planning?
Well, we got into a typhoon.
Where
I
was it?
stayed on the bridge.
Was that in the Pacific?
In the Pacific.
Right.
Yeah, we hit a typhoon.
And tell me about that.
Well, that was pretty exciting.
I bet.
I didn't want to go down. Everybody was sick. I went down one time to my bunk.
Uh-huh.
People were thrown up all over the place.
Nice. Lord.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And I went down and got out of there, went back up, and stayed up on the bridge.
Right. How long did that last? How long did the typhoon last?
3 or 4 days.
Gee whiz.
It was tough.
I bet. Anybody not make it through it?
No.
Everybody, huh?
We made it.
You made it? It was just rough, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of bouncing around.
Really? Well, yeah. What kind of ship was that that you were on? How big was it?
Well, it was supposed to look like a. It was not supposed to look what it was. It was supposed to look like a transport. Actually, it was a headquarters ship for an invasion.
Oh.
We ended up with all the brass, Navy, Army, Marines, all that top brass was on the ship
Really?
on the way to the Pacific,
Uh-huh.
and the war ended.
Gotcha.
We let them all. They all got off.
How many individuals did the boat house?
How many?
Yeah, how many personnel, military personnel were on board
We had
total?
all the ship personnel,
Yeah,
plus all these big officers with all their crew,
right.
their clientele.
Yeah,
I don't know where they put them all.
the staff. So
Yeah.
several hundred people on the boat?
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. So it's a pretty big boat.
they were all organizing to get ready for the invasion of southern Japan.
Right.
I found that out later,
Yeah.
but they pretty much stayed by themselves. But they were all going to be part of that invasion.
Right, exactly. Invasion force, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That would have been quite a.
I'm sorry?
That would have been quite a disaster, they said.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of killing, a lot
Yeah.
of dead people.
But,
I'm glad it never happened.
well, what did happen was the bombing. United States
Oh,
bombed.
yes.
Yeah. So that nipped all of that in the
I'd
bud.
say
Huh?
we were 3 days out of Pearl Harbor.
Uh-huh.
They said the war ended.
Yeah.
We were happy.
I understand. What did you hear about the Hiroshima and Nagasaki? I
Well,
believe those were the two places that the bombs, the
Yeah,
H bomb and
we heard about it,
yeah. What'd you hear?
that it was a happening.
Okay, all right.
No details.
Right, I got you. I was wondering. Okay. Okay, so towards the end, where'd you say you separated from?
Manhattan Beach.
Man, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. It came back.
Long Island.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were you thinking about when it came time, the closer you got to separating? What were your plans going forward into the future?
My plans were to go to college, of course.
Okay.
I came back to New Jersey.
Right.
Had to hang around a little bit before school started. And that's where I finished at Seton Hall.
Okay, and you got your degree in business?
Oh yeah, business administration.
So what did you do after the service?
After the service?
After you went to school,
After school,
you finished your degree,
I
and
got a job at the American Can Company.
American Can Company?
They made beer cans.
Oh, really? Where?
In New Jersey.
Okay. And what was your job there? What did you do?
I ended up being a supervisor of the budget.
Finance.
Finance.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right, and how long did you do that?
Oh, about a year and a half. And then my wife saw an opportunity in South Jersey. A big chemical company was going to put up a plant. I got a job there as an accountant.
Oh, for how long?
25 years.
Wow. So you retired? Go ahead.
They finally closed it. I don't know if you know about New Jersey, but Tom's River, New Jersey is south central.
Okay.
And it seemed that the Swiss owned this company, and they got tired of hearing about the complaints that we were polluting the water in the river.
Uh-huh.
They got tired of that, and they closed the plant.
Wow.
Luckily, I was 50,
Uh-huh.
and I got retired.
Well, okay. All right.
And
So
then,
did you stay retired? Go ahead. You were going to say something.
well, I got retired.
Uh-huh.
My wife saw this job in a newspaper. They were looking for an administrator at a retirement community. I worked there for a good many years.
Where was that?
In Brick Township, New Jersey.
Uh-huh. Okay. And?
And I became a widowologist.
I never heard of that title. I think I know what it means.
I made up the word.
You were.
You know, in a retirement community, they come in as a couple.
Uh-huh.
You know, how old are they? 60 maybe?
Right. And?
And the men go first.
Uh-huh.
At first you see a couple driving a car, then you see him driving a car and she's sitting next to him. Then the next time you see just her.
Okay. That's
So I became a widowologist.
widowologist. See.
I began to deal with a lot of widows.
Uh-huh.
I did that for 15 years.
Okay. So you worked until you were 65.
I say till I was 70.
Oh, okay.
I was afraid to retire.
Uh-oh. Okay, I understand.
All those guys were corking off early, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's how I got to deal with a lot of widows.
Okay. All right, so, okay, did you use your, you used your GI Bill for school, right?
Oh yeah.
And how about buying a home? Hello?
How about buying a home?
Yeah, did you use your GI Bill for
yeah, sure.
purchasing a home?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Okay.
They helped all the way.
Huh?
They helped a lot.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so you got to take benefit of all that. Hold on. What happened? What's the matter?
That's the Wi-Fi you asked for.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. All right. All right, so I'm going to have some editing to do. Okay, so that's your career after the war. So tell me 2 of your most memorable experiences from the military.
I guess it was leaving the college to go into the real Navy.
Okay.
I was at that college. We had uniforms. There was nothing really military about it. Though we marched a little bit, physical training, but nothing really military. I finally got a military training when I went to Great Lakes.
Okay.
I felt I was in the service then.
All right.
All that time, I just went to school.
So that was unusual. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was and that's
People keep talking about being in all these people who were in Vietnam and they were in war. I was in school.
right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's one. So you got one more to share? I asked you for two. Two of your most memorable experiences.
I told you about the typhoon.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. That was the most memorable.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah.
Nobody fell overboard?
No. They sure were sick though.
But they were sick. Yeah, I got you. All the places that you visited, did you tell me all the places that you got to visit?
Well, the most interesting one, of course, was Shanghai.
Uh-huh. What was interesting about that?
It was really not China. It was like being in Europe.
Really?
They had the Russians had there, the English were there.
Uh-huh.
4 different countries.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So, okay.
They were there through the war.
Right. So it was. You said the English. Who else? The Did you say the Russians?
The Russians.
Who else? French.
I don't remember the French.
Okay. Who were the other two?
Of course, Japan.
Right. Oh, all right. Really? All right. And the Chinese.
Yes.
Uh huh. Okay. How did all 4 of those cultures get along there in Shanghai?
I don't know.
You don't know? How long did you get to visit there?
Oh, just about a month.
Oh, 30 days.
Oh, it was very interesting. It's like being in Europe.
Uh-huh.
Nobody hated anybody. They were.
They all got along.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. How was the food?
I had money left over.
Right.
Went to this exotic restaurant,
Uh-huh.
and we had, Chinese people wait on us.
Right.
I just came from ship store and bought some soap and stuff.
Right.
And a little Chinese girl was so happy that I gave her some of those. They were trying to give me instructions on how to get to her house.
Okay.
I never did, of course, but they treated us royally.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering what was your experience with your interaction with the people on the economy there?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was pretty
We were
positive.
spending money.
Right. Okay. Okay. So everything went pretty good, and there were no negative
Oh no.
repercussions.
It was
Okay.
happy land.
Really? Okay.
We were there eating the good food and giving them big tips.
Right. Okay.
You never would think it was a war there.
So they liked you. They liked you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You were.
Even the Russians.
You were okay. Really? Okay. Because you were spending money on the economy.
Oh yeah.
Uh huh.
A happy land.
Happy land. Yeah, I heard you call it that before. Okay. Hey, did you? As a matter of fact, did you maintain any of your close friendships? Did you make some friends in the military and maintain those afterwards? No.
Nobody.
No?
No.
Not one.
Not one.
Okay. How'd you get along, by the way, with the enlisted and the officers? How'd you get along with them overall?
Well, it was pretty easy life on that ship.
Uh-huh.
Because it was well organized, all high brass. Very, very military.
Okay, yeah.
We had some of the biggest names in the Army and the Navy on this ship
Really?
because they were all going to be involved in it. And I found out later, these big officers were going to be leading the attack on southern Japan.
Uh-huh. Okay.
A lot of biggies.
So everybody got along.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, guess so.
They were all anticipating a big invasion.
Right. Okay, I just have a couple more questions for you. Did your military experience influence your thinking about war or about the military in general?
Oh, I enjoyed being part of the military,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't want to be in there full time.
I got you.
But my son, he put in 20 years.
Oh, really? What branch?
Well, he was a Navy diver,
Uh-huh.
so he spent half his time at the Marines.
Okay.
He was a corpsman,
Oh, all right.
and he was teaching them how to be how to be divers.
Okay. Oh, he was a teacher. He was an instructor.
Well, that was one of his jobs. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay. Cool.
yeah, very interesting. Parachuting and all that. You know.
Where is he still in the military?
No, that's how I got here. He retired from here. Then he became a police officer,
Uh-huh.
deputy sheriff.
Right.
Now he just retired being a deputy sheriff here.
Congratulations.
Now he's going to go work for the city of Panama City Beach,
Okay. All right. Well, good for him.
doing the same thing.
Uh-huh. In
Full
law
of,
enforcement.
mostly life-saving.
Oh, okay.
His big job was to patrol the beach,
Oh, all right. Oh, really? Okay.
especially when all of its kids are here,
Uh-huh.
pulling the drunks out of the water.
Okay. All right. Last question. How did your service and experiences affect your life?
It was a good experience. I wouldn't get nothing to report, nothing negative. I didn't know what I was doing.
But you got through it.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
I kept waiting for something to happen.
But you didn't have that conflict because of the end game. In the Pacific.
war ended in Europe
Uh-huh.
when I got on the ship.
Right.
The Battle of the Bulge.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, then the next thing, it ended when we were leaving Panama. What do you call it? The
Canal.
canal.
Yeah.
Not the canal.
Hawaii?
Hawaii, yeah.
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Harbor, USSR.
Somebody.
We were on our way to the big time war.
Right.
It ended.
So two times you showed up and it was over.
They heard I was coming.
Right. There you go. Okay, so you were needed. See, see, that's the part you're missing. You were
That's
needed.
right.
You were needed. Okay, well, I want to thank you. Thank you for your service, first of all,
Okay,
and I want to thank you for a wonderful interview.
thank you.
Yes, sir.